Hey everybody, it's Christina Holloway here. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about something that's becoming more common in the workplace and honestly, kind of unsettling. Your boss might be using AI to track your work. From keystroke monitoring to Slack message analysis to meeting transcripts, AI is being used to measure how productive you are, how engaged you seem, and even how you communicate. Let's break down what that really means for you as a professional. And if you're new here, I post weekly leadership and career advice to help you grow professionally. So be sure to subscribe. All right, so let's get started. Number one, why this matters. Look, I'm not here to scare you, but I am here to help you stay informed. And workplace monitoring is not new. One of the most popular ways companies can track you is through your email or an internal texting app. Obviously, these communication tools are easy to monitor and preserve conversations. Nothing is private at work. In fact, I was working at a company that used their email policy to pretty much decimate an entire department. Probably about 60% of the department was eliminated due to violation of email policy. And let's be real, if you're watching this video, you already know that companies track and monitor employees. That's not new. But now there's AI. And as much as these tools are making jobs easier, they're also making tracking more sophisticated as well. We could argue that companies are under pressure to prove productivity, especially with hybrid and remote work. It's the perfect storm where businesses managed to go to remote work but wanted to monitor productivity, especially if they couldn't watch you work all day. AI tools have stepped in to help managers make sense of who's doing what. But here's the thing. It's not just about tracking your hours anymore. AI is analyzing your behavior. And in some cases, that data is being used to make decisions about promotions, bonuses, and even layoffs. Of course, layoffs. So let's get into what these tools are, how they work, and what you can do to protect yourself. Number two, what AI tools are being used. Now, I'm not saying every company uses these tools, but these are the ones I'm seeing come up again and again in client conversations and industry reports. So here are some of the most common AI tracking tools your company might be using. Microsoft Copilot. It summarizes meetings, tracks tasks, and flags deadlines. Sounds helpful, right? But it also keeps record of who contributes what. Slack and Teams Analytics. These platforms track how often you engage, how quickly you respond, and what tone you use. Some companies even analyze sentiment. Time and productivity tools like Hubstaff, ActiveTrack, and TerraMind. These can track mouse movements, keystrokes, and app usage, basically how you're spending your day. Email and communication monitoring. Some companies use AI to scan email patterns for tone, frequency, and responsiveness. Personally, I think this is an extremely gray area, and yes, it can feel invasive. Number three, how this impacts you. So, how does all this affect you? Well, imagine this. You're doing great work behind the scenes, thinking strategically, supporting others, solving problems. But if the AI tools your company uses are only tracking surface level activity like how many messages you send, then your real value might go unnoticed. And that's a really benign example. But look, you might be judged for being quiet in meetings or slow to respond on chat, even if you're producing high quality results. And that's where it becomes sticky. Let's be honest, not all managers know how to interpret this data. They may rely on what the dashboard says, not what you actually contribute. Because, I don't know, some bosses, now hear me out, are lazy or worse, have their own agenda. Number four, what you can do about it. All right, this isn't all doom and gloom. There are actually smart ways to use this tech shift into your advantage. Let me show you how, because I have a few ideas based on my own experience with basic tracking tools at work. Be visible, not just busy. Don't just do the work, show the work. Summarize your accomplishments in writing. Add comments in shared docs. Honestly, adding your feedback in shared docs is one of the most intentional ways you could create visibility for yourself. Be strategic with communication. Respond promptly in Slack or Teams. Use positive, proactive language. The AI is picking up tone and engagement. Statements like, I'd like to add my perspective here. I have some feedback as well. Thanks for your perspective. This is helpful. Create some statements to use in these apps that will help shape your contributions in a positive way. Speak up in meetings. Even brief contributions make a difference. If meetings are being recorded or summarized by tools like Copilot, your voice matters. Here's more. Use statements like, this was a great meeting. I learned something new. I have questions, but I'll add them in the group chat. I took some notes and we'll share them on the shared project folder. Show up in multiple forums. Keep a record. Track your contributions. Keep a weekly summary of what you accomplished. That way, if you ever need to advocate for yourself, you've got receipts. This is going to be a bonus habit because you should already be doing this if you're working on getting a promotion or trying to land bigger responsibilities or assignments. Start creating a case study of your contributions to build the argument that you're working towards what's next for you and your career. Talk to your manager. It's okay to ask how performance is being measured. Framing it as, I want to make sure I'm aligned with expectations, shows initiative, not paranoia. And that's the key here. You want to make your statement in a way that communicates you're fine with current workplace technology. You just want to make sure you're touching all of the communication points that will be used to help you succeed. Framing it this way will help you come across as well informed, not very naive, and ready to dive in with your contributions. One way not to do it, I know you're monitoring us and I refuse to cooperate. Well, that's not going to go well for you. So, AI in the workplace isn't going away. It is going to become more sophisticated and it will definitely be misused, just like other monitoring programs over the years. But that doesn't mean you have to feel powerless. The key is to understand what's happening behind the scenes and then take action to make sure your contributions are seen and valued. Keep in mind, these tools can be used to your advantage. You're building your brand and reputation. Just make sure to pay attention to this added element of communication. Your professionalism is shining through. Just continue to use all the touch points available to you. All right, so that's it for my video on how your boss might be using AI to track your work. If you have any examples of how you've seen AI tools being used at work, feel free to share them in the comments below. What was your experience? I would love to know. And hey, if you want to keep this conversation going, join my private LinkedIn group, Leadership Lunch Break. We talk about career moves, communication strategies, and everything your manager isn't telling you. I'd love to see you there. And if you enjoyed watching this video and you found it helpful, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up by hitting that like button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you never miss another video from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.